John?
Thank you. Great. Looking forward to the holiday, David Letterman.
Good for you, my friend. Listen, I want to talk to you about something.
Oh.
I started noticing, I think the movie was Argo, that Ben Affleck deal.
Yes, sir.
And you have a part in there with, who's the guy?
Alan Arkin?
Alan Arkin. Tremendous. You guys light up the screen. It was fantastic. Then I go to see another movie. It's with Denzel Washington, and he plays a commercial airline pilot. And you have another, I guess we call him cameo part in that film.
Cameo.
And oh my gosh, you come on the screen, and the thing explodes. And I thought, holy cow, this guy is walking away with one movie after another. And then I happened to see the Coen Brothers movie the other night. Same deal, right in the middle of the film. There you are, and bang, zoom. Nice going.
Thanks, dude.
How do you do that?
Just dumb luck. Subjects I'm interested. I've been interested in acting as a hobby now for quite some time. You just can't beat having a good hobby.
Yeah. Now let's work our way backwards. So the character that you are playing in the Coen Brothers movie is of particular interest to me because I've not known.
How the hell could that be?
Well, I've not known anyone like that in fiction or real life. Where is that guy coming from?
They wanted the gas bag, Dave, and they hired one.
But you are a what are you? You're a
he's a jazz musician,
right?
Who travels on the road in the back of these cars from gig. The jazz musicians call them gigs to gig, and he wakes up and finds Llewyn Davis, played by Oscar Isaac, in his car, and it just irritates him.
Irritates him.
But everything irritates him.
And he walks with a cane, and he uses a heroin.
Yeah. He graduated to heroin from aspirin.
Yeah, the gateway drug. But it's.
I'm from the Gateway City.
He's not just a jazz musician. He fancies himself like an impresario. Is that correct?
Oh, he's just a master of everything. He knows everything, and he keeps saying, "This will interest you."
Yeah, that's right. When likely it won't.
No, it'll interest him.
Yes, sir. He's what do they call it? He's a misanthrope, really, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. All right.
And I wish I would have thought of that before I played the character.
Well, for God's sake,
I want some damn reshoots.
Give me a call. Now let's go back to the movie Flight, which was a tremendous motion picture. And Denzel Washington, he's always fantastic. Yeah. But you come in and you have to tidy him up and put him back together. Where is that
tidy
guy?
Him up?
Well, you know, in a manner of speaking.
With a half a gram of cocaine, yeah. That's tidy.
Now, have you come across a guy like that in your life?
Oh, a couple. But the guys I knew never delivered, and where my character delivered it.
You know, it reminded me of, and I never knew this firsthand, but it reminded me of stories one might hear about Hunter Thompson.
One might, yeah. He didn't deal though, but I think he's was above all that. I kind of idolized Hunter Thompson, probably for the wrong reasons too.
Yeah, well. And then, of course, when you and putting together the movie that's being shot in Iran, that was another. And those guys, you run into those guys every day in California.
Iranian guys?
Movie producers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was a makeup guy. They got me coming, Dave, and going. They got me on these press tours, and I don't know, but they're giving me a furlough to go visit my home.
You're going to be in New Orleans for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, I've got some recipes that I like to use.
Have you ever deep fried a turkey? Have we talked about that?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Is it any better than regular turkey?
It's pretty damn good. It's crispy.
Crispy?
Yeah. You gotta watch to avoid getting your fingers in there, though.
And it only takes 20 minutes, half an hour?
It's like, microwaving something. with deep fat.
Yeah, but it's like radioactive when you pull it from the boiling oil.
But it's damn good radioactive. that's some of the best radon you're ever gonna have, pal.
Oh my God.
My particular recipe that I like to use every year is when you get the foil on the Hungry Man dinner, you peel back You peel back the part over the apple brown Betty, so it gets
Apple
crisp.
brown Betty.
And then the rest of your dinner will stay moist.
Yeah, so that would be your Thanksgiving.
And I like
Hungry
that
Man
damn
dinner.
jelly cranberry sauce too, boy.
And the thimble full of soup, as my friend George Miller used to say. And your daughter will be home for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, she's working on the in California. She got a job all her own. She's a production assistant on a popular show. So yeah, I'm going to get to visit with her a little bit. And she brought a puppy home with her last night.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, to torture the other dogs.
And like everything else, Thanksgiving in New Orleans is different, but in a good, unusual way.
Yeah, in a good way. I mean, we all love food down there. So we, have some gumbo and I forgot what I was going to say. You're going to get some strange soup through those Duck Dynasty beards.
Yeah.
Louisiana style.
Now, how often are the crawfish or crayfish? What is it, crayfish? Crawfish?
Yeah, you want to. They usually start the end of January, and then their shells get too hard to eat them by usually May. But
they're tremendous eaters.
They're like little lobsters.
Oh, I mean, they're better than lobsters.
Tiny little lobsters.
Yeah, yeah, and you put them in a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff that's really hot. Burns the hell out of your mouth, but it's worth
delightful.
Yeah, you don't want to eat the claws. You just bust them in half and
just suck out the head.
Suck the heads and pinch the tails.
Yeah, and
that's good head sucking.
Good tail pinching too.
Hiya, fellas. The cats.
Cats are here.
Hi, cat. I picked it up from the Inside Llewyn Davis. The musicians call each other cats.
Very hip. Cats, yeah.
That's from the folk era before they invented the electric guitar.
That's what I understand.
They used wooden instruments, and I think Bob Dylan invented the electric guitar in 1964.
I'm sure he did.
I just wanted that verified.
Well, came to the right place. This is like the New York City Public Library here, my friend. And then the other film that I wanted to talk about is the Monument Men.
Monuments Men.
Now run through the cast with this and tell me how that went.
No, I'm going to forget somebody.
Well, I'll help out here.
Kate Blanchett.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't it?
Oh my goodness! What a delightful person she is.
And I'm sorry I didn't have any scenes with her, but we had dinner one night with a bunch of other people. They wouldn't let me near her.
But is it? I mean, doesn't she? Every now and then you run across a person that sort of represents the best that humanity has to offer, and don't you think it would be her, for God's sake?
Yeah,
or she.
Yeah, would be she.
Yeah.
And I'll never be that good of an actor, so it just brings me one step closer to the grave.
You're wrong about that. You're not going to be fighting for the same parts, but you're wrong about the other thing.
You may have just hit on something there, Mr. Letterman.
We'll be right back with John Goodman, everybody. That's what I was counting on.
Yeah.
So this is, okay, so the cast, Kate Blanchett, it's directed by George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Who's also in the film.
Yeah.
Matt Damon in the film.
Matt Damon, Bill Murray,
yourself, Bob Balaban.
Jean Dujardin, who I was in a film called The Artist.
Right. Oh, and that was you were in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Listen,
We were improvising. He improvised in French, and I improvised in what little English I know. Now he speaks English.
But you
and I
job well done.
I still don't.
But you're on fire. I mean, when we take a look at your filmography, I mean, you've put together a nice body of work.
Well, thank you.
And you've put together a nice body, period.
I'd still like to do the exercise. I'm due one more knee implant, one more knee replacement, and I'm going to wear that sucker down to the marrow before I get it done. And this time when I get it done, I'm going to get a doctor to do it.
Now, how many have you had?
Just the one. The
How's
other
that
leg.
holding up? Is it all right?
Great, yeah. Yeah.
Takes a long time to rehab that.
Not really, but
Oh, really?
Six weeks to 2 months.
Is it painful?
It is for about 2 days. It's the worst pain, except for childbirth, the worst pain I've ever had in my life. But yeah,
You had kids young though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, too young.
Too young. Anyway, and what about the hips? How are the hips doing?
Hips are hip.
Yeah.
They're right
and with
there.
the knee, the problem is what? Is it you're overwhelmed by arthritis?
Bone on bone.
Bone on bone. Yeah. So that means the joint, the bursa.
I said bone. It's practically marrow on marrow.
Yeah.
Now.
So the ligaments and the cartilage and the tendons, everything is gone.
It's all gone. It's all disappeared. It's just gone. We lost our lease. Everything must go. We can't have cartilage anymore.
But here's what I've always been concerned about. How do you know, how do they measure it up so you're not limping the rest of your life? You know, they get, oh, geez, we got it an inch too long. Sorry, John. Or, oops, we got it an inch too short.
Then they'd have to go back to the other one, and I'd wind up playing forward for the Lakers. Maybe not at this advanced age.
No, but nonetheless, it's fun to contemplate, sort of. Here, we have a picture of the shoot from Monument Men, and this looks like guys just goofing around.
Yeah, pretty much. It's probably the most fun I've ever had working on a film.
Why is that?
That's because of George Clooney.
Really? In what sense?
He's smart. Mm-hmm. He knows exactly what he wants. And he just has a sense of goodwill that permeates from he produced it, permeates from the top on down to the crew. Everybody's, we're all partners. We're all there to work, but they have a great time.
If you had to choose between working one more movie, they say, okay, John, you can have one more movie. Would you rather work with the Coen brothers or with George Clooney?
Don't make me choose my children, David.
Never mind.
I don't
it's
know.
rhetorical.
I've already done 6 with the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
So
they can get along without you.
Yeah. Pretty much everybody can.
No, let's look at a thing here. It's a clip. Do you know what we're going to see? By the way, if you can't see the entire film, have somebody call the theater and find out the exact time that John first appears on screen, and make sure you're there for that. And that is your money's worth right there. What are we going to see here?
It's my character being a gas bag in the back of a car, taunting Llewyn Davis, played by Oscar Isaac.
He says a gas bag, but it is so much more than gas bag. This is like this is a mural. This is a tapestry of a character. Huh?
It's like fracking.
This is the Sistine Chapel we're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. Roll the...
Oversell it.